All right, we're down to our last three competitors here, so we'll call up Stephen Bosu, the co-founder of the Hopewell Brewing Company. Stephen, come on up.
Hi guys, I'm Stephen. I'm one of the founders of the Hopewell Brewing Company. Me and my wife, Samantha, now business partner too, just moved back from Brooklyn to Chicago last year, so super excited to be here and share some beer with you guys. At Hopewell, we know one thing to be true. There's no I in beer. We believe in building a craft brewed community, and our goal is to contribute to well-crafted cities by making well-crafted beer. We're a production brewery with an on-site taproom in Logan Square, Chicago. We aim to be the most vibrant beer in Chicago and beyond, while also offering a space that acts as a warm and welcoming gathering place to our community. Everything from our liquid to our brand identity to our physical space is intended to be crisp, clean, and modern. The beers are intended to be bright, balanced, and welcoming. Our 5 core beers are all designed with balance as a priority so that our customer will want a second, or hopefully even a third. Ours are the kind of beers that invite new folks into the world of craft beer, but also the kind of things the experts can get excited about. We have a strong vision of the brand and aim to be inviting at every opportunity. Hopewell was started by me, my wife Samantha, and our friend Jonathan. We all met while in school and have stayed close ever since. Our brewery is draft only at the moment. We sell our beer at the tap room, but our real growth in the company is with self-distribution to accounts. We opened our doors in February this year. We're already at 85 accounts and growing. In Illinois, we're legally allowed to self-distribute to a 7,500 barrel production cap, and we intend to do so until we reach that cap. Self-distributing gives us greater control of our supply chain, a more personal account experience, but most importantly for us, it builds value to the company, value that we can then go and monetize when we partner with a distributor. We intend to partner with a home market distributor as soon as we can, and it should be an explosive year for us. Rather than growing geographically, we want to target relevant markets, particularly cities, and both domestically and internationally. We'll only expand to markets that we can support, both with feet on the ground, but perhaps physical presence where applicable. Our vision is to grow with intention, with strong, stable basis. More immediately, we've been working on options with a partner brewery to get packaged in the market. This is going to be really critical to us to complete the picture in our home market. We've had a great reception in our few months of operation. Our inviting taproom design has drawn inspiration from a variety of industries and geographies, rather than relying on conventional bar design. Our focused and bright beers are a welcome addition to Chicago craft beer scene. For us, success means not only doing well at home, but also reaching international markets. We plan for Hopewell to become a thought and lifestyle leader, and that will continue to contribute to any community wherever we go. Thanks a lot.
All right, no I in beer. I guess it depends upon how you spell it, what language we're in.
I knew that was coming. I'm telling the Germans.
What do you think of the tagline? What do you think of just how clean and elegant looking the brand is of the Hopewell brand? I'll start with Carmen.
So the branding is beautiful. It's also very feminine. Like the colors are really cool, and it seems like it's speaking to a more feminine audience. So I'm curious. I heard you talk a lot about the Chicago community and sort of trying to draw in that crowd. Tell me a little bit more about the name and like sort of the some of the inspiration behind the color choices and font choices.
Sure. So is this on? Yeah. So the color scheme. I mean, I think we found that, and we all know this. The market's crowded. Everyone's shouting as loud as they can. Everyone from suppliers, distributors, retailers, they're complaining about SKUs. So in a market like that, we wanted to stand out by doing something subtler. That's what we're shooting for. And you're right, we do find a lot of our customers are women, and it's awesome to have them in the tap room. It's a really diverse crowd we get in there. Hopewell was a name we found while doing a lot of searching for a lot of words. It's a name rooted in the Midwest, but we just loved it. It's 2 positive words smashed together, and we can make it our own.
Michael, you're in Chicago.
Yeah.
How is this brand going to play there?
I think it's exceptional. It certainly stands out in Chicago. I mean, I've noticed it. I think the color scheme is very noticeable for me as well. I don't think of it as feminine, though. To me, it's pulling more from like a Euro-urban kind of Scandinavian vibe, where I see those softer colors kind of everywhere. So that's what it feels like. It feels like it's at home there, and I think the tap room brings that to life and kind of gives context for that color scheme and the overall branding as well.
Yeah, thanks.
Which makes sense that the international is actually part of your long-term plan. I think that's fascinating because I feel like this is a brand that would be at home in some places and stand out in others, both with positive effects.
Yeah, we wanted to stay true to the brand, stay true to the liquid. We're going for something clean and modern and welcoming and fun, and we thought it reflected well.
Yeah.
And I feel like I keep going back to you, Luis, for the taproom questions. But I mean, this really kind of struck me, at least, as more of a kind of a coffee shop vibe, even. Totally unique in terms of it's different from a ordinary taproom.
Cafe, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. What was your take?
I mean, it seems very community-based, which is, I think, key. I mean, especially in a very developed market. So, I mean, you got a great picture there of people packed in the house, so that's nice. And I like the doodle idea. That's pretty brilliant. I mean, if you can continue to grow your tap room, and since you're just self-distributing, I mean, I know that's kind of a tough task. More power to you, man. I think the beer's pretty good as well.
Thank you.
Yep. Well, one final word on the beer while we have a few seconds here, Corey.
I like the beer. It was a good saison. One thing I will say, because I saw in the slide you have an IPA and a lager as well. As you grow, you're going to find having 3 house strains or 3 yeast strains is going to be a pain in the ass.
Already seeing it. Thanks.
All right, good advice. Well, nice job.
Thank you.
Big round of applause.